I'm doing this on just spur of the moment. I just was like, I'm in the mood to make this right now because I'm tired of seeing the same things over and over and over. So hopefully this gets passed around. Please, we got to share these things wherever we end up. Posts are always good. It's our self-control over whether we get stuck in the never-ending imaginary arguments where people just are stuck in their cognitive dissonance, freaking out, and coping it with their own little way. And beating up on you is usually the go-to. Okay, it goes back to the kids on the playground. If you want, nobody wants to be the odd guy out. Nobody wants to be laughed at. So, they're going to just do what everybody else does and say what everybody else says. And they're going to, everyone's just trying not to be the one that's laughed at. And they think that if they laugh at you, that's going to help you. Anyway, reality is super ironic, isn't it? Now, we've all seen or heard or both a million times. This is Chris Hadfield, by the way. Oh, and really quick, I got to do this. If you haven't watched Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe yet, it is ridiculous. It is so funny. If you know how to catch the symbolic sarcasm and the clowning on everyone and everything and modern society, then you'll love it, because the guy the character in the movie is what's his last name? Hardson. Well, this is Chris Hadson, and Hardson, freaking astronaut Hardson, or whatever they want to call him, Specialist Hardson, or Lieutenant. That's what he was. Anyway, it is him. Same character, same mustache, same guy, always number two, always just a idiot, a total idiot. All right, so I just wanted to point that out. Go watch that movie. It's fun to watch. Watch Beavis and Butthead clowning on Chris Hadson. So we know about the water tricks. Let's get to it. We know about
washcloth.
The ringing of the wet towel, and that's how it's supposed to be in space, because but first of all, everything's just weird. Notice the veins about to pop out on his forehead. Do you think that's normal? You can't be like that for very long.
Okay, so here's a
and
soaking
he looks like he took a
washcloth.
break. They had to
Get the microphone so
redo
you can hear me
everything.
while I'm talking. And now let's
Always cut
start
and
bringing it
editing.
out.
But we've all seen this stupid shit where the water
It's really
surface
wet.
tension doesn't allow everything to fall right off, and it just kind of globulates around the rag. We've seen it. But what if I told you he's on a 0G parabolic dive, just like they do and practice doing all the time? That when they need to do these little stupid magic tricks, they don't anymore. But they have these very carefully orchestrated dives. Look at this guy down here. What is he doing? Holding Chris steady?
Okay, so the experiment
What do you think he's
worked
doing down
beautifully.
here?
And the
Yeah,
answer to
he's
the
doing
question is,
something.
the water
These guys
squeezes out
they're
of the
worthless.
cloth.
They're bad
And
magicians.
then because of the surface...
So, what if I told you that this was easily validated with a typical parabolic dive mission by their own royal society, by their royal institution? Well, let's do that.
Effects of this force on Earth are relatively weak because
So he's
gravity
gonna blabber
contracts
about
it
some
quite
dumb
strongly.
shit.
In space, however,
He's gonna
surface
get to
tension
some
really comes
stupid
into its own.
experiments. This is a good one. I haven't even gone through to see all of it, but we're gonna show you.
For the first one, I have this wet
As
towel.
if you can't,
So you can see it's quite
if you
wet.
just watch
but when
those
I wring it
stupid
out,
little videos of Chris Hadson, and then you're like, see, that's how it works. And if you can't think outside of the box or go look around on your own, we're always here to help.
all the water leaves.
He's demonstrating
and
what you
it's left
already
pretty
know.
much dry. But in space, it's a little bit different. You can see Kevin wringing the towel while floating in midair. But the
Oops,
water
what's
isn't
going
behaving
on there?
like we just saw.
Oh, this.
Instead, it's bunching around.
This
in
is a
pits.
validated 0G parabolic dive air. What is that? Whatever. Who cares? Okay, they're obviously just students, idiots, photographers, CGI experts, Photoshop kids, all the guys that do the dirty work for NASA.
And occasionally small globules break free when he
punks.
shakes his hands.
Little spoiled brats.
Without gravity to pull the water downwards, the
Look,
surface tension
he's
keeps water
demonstrating
adhering
what
to
Chris
itself
Hadfield
and
showed
turns it
you
almost
in
into
space.
a gel-like substance that
But
clings
it
to
couldn't
most
have
surfaces.
possibly been done because Chris Hadfield's supposed to be in space
tension
right
of the
now.
water. It actually runs.
There's a
along the
reason these
surface
guys
of
are
cloth and then
so
up into my
they're like
hand,
the most top
almost like you
fit
had
guys. They're the most
Jello on your hands or gel on your hand.
by the
and it'll
way,
just
the way
stay there.
by the way, the
Wonderful
way that this
moisturizer on my hands.
watch
And the
floats
cloth
around
doesn't
with
really
the with
unravel
energy
itself. It
conservation.
just stays there floating like
they think
like a
they're
dog's
fooling
chew
you.
toy, soaking wet.
They
Great
think that they're
experiment,
fooling you. He's
worked
almost trying to
perfectly.
hide his watch right
Meredith
now.
and
Did
Kendra,
you just see him put his
congratulations.
watch
Great
behind
idea.
his hand?
So this
You
has
see-
to be number
Was
one.
that just me, or did I
Great
just notice the
experiment,
moment
worked perfect.
he noticed
Almost like
his
you had
watch
Jello
was
on your hands or
absolutely
gel on your
distracting
hand, and it'll
everybody,
just stay there.
or at least
Wonderful
the free
moisturizer
thinkers.
on my
Watch him look
hands.
at his watch.
And the cloth doesn't really unravel itself. It just stays there floating like a dog's chew toy.
He's
soaking wet.
wiping his hand, of
Great
course.
experiment, worked
But look at
perfectly.
how he positions
Meredith
his
and Kendra,
hand
congratulations.
so that
Great
you
idea.
just stop looking at that watch.
So
And it
this
was only
has to
cut by the people making this compilation. It continued. That looked like a. I mean, I don't think that was reaching. That looked like a genuine. Ooh, that water bubble could be telling too. Look at the
be
reflection.
number one.
There's
USS
the camera.
astronaut Scott
Gosh, if you really knew
Kelly
your shit, you could zoom
tests
up on
how
that camera
various
and see some shit.
dyes
Oh, there is someone back there. I see a guy back there. Hold on. Is that
interact
just the
with a
guy
floating
doing it?
ball of water.
That would be so cool if it was just a guy in a freaking.
It's
That guy wasn't supposed to be there. He looks like he's wearing a gray suit.
almost like he's creating a miniature planet.
Anyway, these guys are just bad magicians, dude. Oh, it's him. This guy looks like a demon, bro. This guy. Yeah, I think he's retired. Anyway, we'll end it with that. You saw what you needed to see. Happy to bring it to you.
Water is
Zero
quite
G
spe-
dive,
and turns it almost into a gel-like substance
doing what you
that
can
clings to most
obviously
surfaces.
do in space.
Water is
So,
quite special in this
that
regard
means
because it clings very strongly
this
due to its hydrogen bonds.
Is not proof of
So
being
this
in
second
space.
demonstration is an excellent study of
That
fluid
means
forces.
this.
What I have here is
Hear
a
me
beaker
again if
filled
you
with
need to
water
hear it.
and
If
a
you
ping
can't
pong
figure
ball
it out on
floating
your own.
top. Now
If
it's
you
pretty
can't
obvious
deal
that
with
the
this shit
ping
on
pong
your
ball
own,
would be floating
And now
because
let's-
it
you're
is
still
mostly
trying to
air,
hang it
cope.
out.
and air
Let me
is
help
lighter
you
than
out.
water.
This is not
But the
proof
question
that
is,
he's
what
in
would
outer
happen
It's
if
space.
really
we
wet.
had gravity?
Because
You
you
might
can
expect
do it
that
on
everything would
Earth
move upwards, but it's quite special in this
quite
regard because
easily.
it clings very strong, almost into a gel-like substance that clings
And
to
they
most
do this
surfaces.
shit every day in Florida. Or
Water is
Texas
quite
or
special in
wherever.
this regard because it clings
All right, well. Peace out.